hard to believe. It's, this is it. And, it's going to be a hard pill to swallow watching these teams in the playoffs. But I think you got to watch them, I think you got to force yourself to do it, because that's, the drive to want to be there, be a part of it.
How do you feel like you did this year on the job being the head coach of the Lions?
Not good enough. We didn't get in. I mean, we underachieved, so not good. I would give myself a freaking F.
Easy to say when you're not worried about getting fired. He ain't getting fired, so he can give himself whatever grade he wants. Have you ever noticed he's kind of got that? I kind of like it. It's kind of charming. He's got this whole. He's like a guy in the batter's box, right? Anytime you see a baseball player, they're always adjusting something. Like, I'm getting ready to hit, and I'm doing this, and I'm checking this. He's just constantly doing the hat and all that stuff. I don't know. Maybe he's giving somebody some signals, but they need to make some changes in Detroit. They need a new offensive coordinator. All apologies to John Morton. He didn't have the play calling duties taken away from him accidentally. It was a problem. And I don't think the Dan Campbell calling the plays works. He hasn't ruled out doing it in 2026. They need to hire somebody to come in and run that offense. And the concern is going to be whoever comes in and runs that offense is going to get compared to Ben Johnson. So you're going to need to have somebody who's very confident in his system, who can come in there and get it done. And it may be a fired head coach with an offensive background. Maybe Kevin Stefanski ends up landing in Detroit. Look, Matt LaFleur is still not 100% safe in Green Bay, and I know that causes some people's brains to fry if you mention it. I don't think he's 100% safe, and I think if they lose in ugly fashion to the Bears on Saturday night, that could be a problem for Matt LaFleur. Wouldn't it be something to have Matt LaFleur in Detroit running the Detroit Lions offense, especially with Ben Johnson, the Matt LaFleur nemesis, and the Lions nemesis now in Chicago? That would be spicy if nothing else. But they got to do something, Devin. They have to do something to improve that offense. There's too much talent there for them to not get more out of it.
Yeah, and I think Dan Campbell's a better head coach when he doesn't have to call the offense. Even if he had some success calling the offense and it looked good, I just think when he's able to have his presence all over that football team and not be focused on the offense operating at a high level, I just think it makes them better. So I agree with you. I think that's probably going to be the first thing they need to do. And one of the concerns now is Dan Skipper talked about possibly not being there. Taylor Decker starting left tackle. Like, they might have even more changes to this offensive line, which when, a year ago, it was the heartbeat of this team. It was the best group on this team. And I think that's where they struggled the most, of some of those changes up front on their offensive line. And now with more coming, Brad Holmes through the draft, free agency, that is going to be a key part along with that offensive coordinator position.
They didn't keep Kevin Zeitler. He left in free agency. They didn't have a good plan for Frank Ragnow. He almost came back. He had the hamstring injury that he apparently suffered while he was training to come back. He failed the physical, or he would have been back. They need to work on that offensive line. They have the skill position players, but it's hard to make it work, especially when you don't have a mobile quarterback, if you don't have enough time for Jared Goff to find Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs, whoever the case may be. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.